I know the quality is quite bad, but I just wanted to include the view just because I think it's a vibe. I am going to speak about the mindset shifts that you can make in order to change your life. If you told me back in January that my life is going to be the way that it is today, I would have not believed you. I am literally currently living my best life. That's not always the case, but in this moment I am. And I believe it's the work I have done in the past for my mindset, and I shifted my mindset. And once you shift your mindset, then your reality will change. The work will start from your inner world first, and then it will reflect on your 3D reality. Hi everyone, anyone that is listening, thank you for being here. I am Athena, and if you want to change your reality, keep watching. We might hear many times that we should take this massive action and work so hard about things to change, about our reality to change. But the truth is that the biggest change and the biggest shifts must happen in your mindset first and your beliefs. So instead of us to take these massive actions to change our reality, when we make a shift like this small in our mindset, our reality can change completely. If you're at a place, let's say you're in point A and you want to go to point B. Point B is where is your desired manifested reality, the things that you want, right? And you don't know how to get there. I would suggest to start from things that you can control. I would say start from your body and your mind. Our bodies and minds are interconnected, right? So there's this coherence, which when it's not balanced, you will just manifest and attract things by default and create your life by default. So when you start taking control and being aware of what you put into your body, this will take control of your mind, and then your energy will shift, your thoughts will shift, your mood, everything literally will shift, and you will attract different because now you're thinking different. So if you don't know where to start, your body is the perfect place to start. So there's high vibrational food, and there's food that will make you more dense, and this makes your energy heavier. So for example, if you eat a lot of meat, a lot of your energy will go into your digestive system, because it takes a lot more energy to digest meat than it is to digest other food that is lighter. So for example, if you eat a lot of processed food or a lot of processed drinks, this is going to affect your vibration, and it's going to affect your reality. And the changes that you can make don't even have to be massive. You have to start small every time and build on that. So for example, me, I don't drink coffee now in the morning, because I have seen how coffee has affected my energy levels throughout the day, and also at the night. I didn't used to sleep very deeply, and I just shifted that. That was the only shift I made in my mornings. So I stopped drinking coffee in the morning. I only have it during the weekends, and I now have lemon water. And the way that my energy levels are more balanced, the way that I can sleep better, it's affecting my whole life. Because once you make a small change, it will ripple down into the rest of your lifestyle and life in general. Also your brain. So be aware of what you constantly consume, right? What you consume, you will become it. So if you're constantly on social media, this is affecting your brain cells, whether you know it at the time or not, because it feels good, it feels addictive, and you want more. It's creating so much dopamine in our brains, but it's cheap dopamine. It's not something that will last. So for example, this is also something that I implemented in my day-to-day life, is to reduce my screen time, because what you consume is very important. When you're on social media, for most part, you will compare yourself, and then you will feel less than, and then it will affect your confidence levels, and then it will affect your reality again, the way you show up. At whichever situation I found in my life, whether I was struggling or whether I was thriving, I find myself in an unbalanced period of my life, I always start from the basics. I always start from my body and my mind, and how good I sleep. So these things will help rebalance you, and you will think healthier thoughts. And it is always from a relaxed state of mind that we can actually take better decisions and create the life that we want. If you're in a level of your life where you're so drained, you're so stressed, you have to start by regulating your nervous system. So make some research in that and start implementing these changes small by small, day to day. The next mindset shift is something that I'm realizing more and more these days, and I absolutely love it, is to be attached to the person you're becoming and not the destination, and not to the outcome, because the outcome is something that is out of your control. The person you're becoming, though, is something that is going to stay with you, and people cannot take it away from you. No one can take that away from you when you build your character and your mindset. If, for example, your destination to where you want to be is desiring all these material possessions, the relationship and everything, this can be taken away from you like this. But the person that you build along the way cannot be taken away from you. When you build your knowledge, when you build your skills, when you build your mindset, and when you get attached to things that cannot be taken away from you, if something is happening in your reality and you lost everything, you know that you now can build it, because you became the disciplined person, you became a person that has the mindset of abundance, you build faith across the way, you're patient, so you realize that now you can recreate that life for yourself. It's like if I tell you that you can have your dream body tomorrow. I know many of you guys would say, yes, like give me that body, right? Because you really want it. But if I just give it to you like this, because you didn't work for it, because you didn't build discipline going to the gym, and you didn't hustle to build that muscle, you will lose it like this. So things that come so easily into our lives don't last longer. Why do you think people that win the lottery, most of the time, in literally most of the cases, they spend the money, whether that is millions, within a year? Because they didn't build the person that has the knowledge and the patience and the stability to actually manage these finances. Third mindset shift is that you are not here by accident. Do you know that the possibility of you to being born and being this life is 1 in 400 trillion? Like that is almost impossible, but you're still here, and that is enough. You are enough to experience this life, and the fact that you're here, that's it. That you are already worthy to be here. So you have all it takes to create the life that you want. We become so indulged into our brains that we actually forget the bigger picture. So you're literally enough just by being here. I love thinking that my world is my playground. Like, you can literally do anything. And the reason why you're not doing it is only because of self-imposed beliefs, because of all the conditioning that we experience through our lives. Can you see how babies and kids feel no embarrassment? They just do whatever they want. They experience life from such a fun side. So it's very important to connect to that inner child and experience the fun side and the lighter side of yourself. That is where you will attract your best life from. And also I want to add to this that we shouldn't look up to someone or look down to someone. Everyone has their own path in life. So people are in different paths all the time. No one is above you. Only God is above you, and no one is below you. Just because someone might be homeless, there's this story with the homeless man that he changed his whole life around. He went from sleeping in his car to earning 10,000 a day. And that is because his mindset had shifted. So looking down into people should never be the case. You don't know who that person will be in a year's time. There's this quote that says you should never underestimate your opposition. You don't know what people have in their minds, and you don't know what they are working on behind the scenes. So to not underestimate someone is to never be caught by a surprise later. The same goes for looking up to people. We should never idolize and look up to people so much, because again, we don't know what is going behind the scenes. They might seem successful based on society's standard of success, but you don't know the state of their mental health, and you don't know if you actually would want to be and live their life. I just have in my mind, if 7 billion people in this world, 7 billion different paths. I don't see someone being above or below, just different paths. Because now you see how everything is equal. You believe that things are more attainable for you too. Because if they can do it, you can do it too. Final point I will touch on, and there are so many, so I will make more videos on that and how to manifest your best reality. Is to be flexible and be fluid with life. People that are flexible will adapt better when it comes to change. You see, the older that we are becoming, the more rigid and fixated we become on our opinions and our beliefs. It's like me trying to convince my grandma to change her ways, which all of the ways are what is giving her the identity and making her comfortable in her life, and all the patterns that older people have built. Because the more you think certain thoughts, the more it's easier the next day and the next day and for your whole life to live the same way, because it's comfortable to actually follow that pattern. But the younger you are, the more you are like a sponge to like absorb knowledge and try things. So when you are flexible in life, you will find yourself that you can adapt better and better in situations. Whether you find yourself, you will equip yourself with the skills that you need to overcome anything. So be flexible, be open to other people's perspective. The more flexible you are, the more open you are into learning and cultivating yourself in different ways. And it's okay to shed old identities, because you will build yourself on deeper levels. Thank you for watching. I am rooting for you, and I will see you the next time.